and it was as simple as shooting out transformers or coolant tanks above transformers and they catch fire. So she asked us to do some experiments, think about it for a while, come up with some solutions, and a lot of the slides following now are some of those solutions. I made a presentation shortly after that to DOE right here. Luckily it was right here in Las Vegas, not even a mile from here. And the goal was increase response time at nuclear power stations. They'd invited someone to break in, special ops I think it was, and they made it all the way to the fuel rods very quick. It was supposed to be 4-hour terrorist resistant, and it wasn't. So they brought in a 50 caliber BMG, a Barrett 50, blew a hole right through the vault door, which was hollow, breached it, made a bigger hole, got a guy through in literally, I think it was 90 seconds. And it turned, I think, the energy guys upside down, realizing we were really vulnerable. So we did some experiments. You'll see those in a few moments. Next slide, please. That's what happens to a substation. One bullet can do that. I think the first one, I forgot the city now. It was one AK-47 bullet. Took out the city, dark for a day and a half or a couple of days. And then they expanded on that, and that's when they realized they had an issue. Next slide, please. One of the solutions, obviously, is build a block wall or something. This block wall will not stop a 50. It won't stop an armor-piercing round. It won't stop a 308. It might slow down an AK-47 bullet, but it may not necessarily stop it. But this took days to build. So if you've got a terrorist group out there intending on taking something down and they realize you're starting to make changes, they pull the trigger and go. So to me, this is not a solution. If there's an existing wall already up and it's not full of reinforced concrete, we can put ballisticrete over it and stop pretty much anything. Next slide, please. Power stations. You can't build a block wall necessarily in front of some of this. The shapes don't conform to that type of construction. We can very easily spray or coat any shape, doesn't matter what shape it is. Next slide, please. These were the tests that we performed for Y-12 here locally in Las Vegas. And these consist of wall sections like drywall with ballisticrete over it, cement block walls with ballisticrete over it, and more importantly, the vault doors. And we were given 2 of the typical doors, a 3-inch door and a 6-inch door. Next slide, please.